Hello, everyone. Today we're with Steve Cichosz from Idaho, USA. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Just give us a little background about yourself because you've been involved with Tiki since 2004.
Yeah, it was about there. I've been working before that, doing a lot of consulting around and performance assessments, things like this. And I made a transition to working for a large corporation, and I could see that they needed to have a good means for centralizing their communication around particular projects. So I thought Tiki, with its robustness, its variety of ways to communicate, would be a good way to go.
What got you hooked on?
Oh, I just loved the customizability of it for one thing. There wasn't any kind of having to, well, geez, this software I bought from X, I'm waiting for them to come out with a release for something, and maybe they'll take my suggestion. Instead, I could just dive in and do it. The developers that were working with, they could do it. People who weren't really adept at writing code. The IRC, the community itself was very responsive to requests, so it was just a really good fit.
What makes the Tiki.org community unique compared to other open source projects?
Uh, I would just say it's a lot of that is its approachability. They're very they take the word open to heart. I think is a good way to phrase it. And they're good with working with standards, but they're not overly complex with a lot of the things that they do. It can be figured out. I mean, I was able to.
Give us an example.
Uh, well, like with just recently, the way something was working, maybe I wasn't really. It didn't quite maybe meet my need with a core function. So, but they had an option that I could just instead of trying to figure out the framework, work on a plugin instead. Right, the plugins were they still are, and getting to be more so. Easy to figure out because they're a single function kind of thing to augment. It's it's not as complicated as trying to figure out how it interrelates to everything. So that's one area that it's been really good.
Thank you.
Sure.
Tiki.org is known to be a big space. Let's say someone enters the community because he or she or a company or an organization has a problem to solve. What would you suggest? What would you advise them to remember?
It is a big space. It does a lot of different things. If someone gets stuck, if they were to think that, well, I don't know how, IRC is a great place to go out onto the chat, getting on the mailing list, communicate with the community. They're very receptive, and they understand that one person's hardship is not usually isolated, and they work to fix that.
Chief Cichosz, I would like to thank you very much for coming all the way from Idaho, USA. And if there is any questions additional, we know where to contact you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a site up, TekAdvocates. People are welcome to come over there. Let's talk about Tiki.
Thank you very much, Steve.
You bet.